Okay, you understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Hell no.
How far did you get in school?
9th grade.
And you read and write?
Barely. I could barely spell. I don't understand none of this, what he talking. And it's a conspiracy between these two right here.
Listen, Mr. Cromartie. Mr. Cromartie, what do you?
Man, I don't understand, sir.
I don't believe you, Mr. Cromartie, because you act like you do understand it.
I don't understand, sir. Yeah. First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
What are you asking me to do today, Mr. Cromartie?
You saying I don't understand.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer for 25 years.
All right, everyone. Today we have a sovereign citizen appearing in court who is facing 2 possible life sentences. Yes, 2. The shocking part is that he can hardly read or write, yet he believes he is capable of representing himself. Let me tell you, things do not turn out well for him. The judge in this clip has no patience for his behavior and keeps the courtroom under strict control. What do you think? Are you convinced by his act, or is he simply someone who has no idea what he's doing? Share your thoughts in the comments as you watch the video, and let's get into it.
Colleen?
Mr. Colleen, can you join us?
Hey, Your Honor, can I speak for the record too?
Williams, finish knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to put a few things on the record, Your Honor. My client had an offer from the state last week, and he did not wish to take advantage of that offer. My investigator and I went out to the jail, talked to him, went over things, explained everything to him. I gave him my advice, which was that I thought it was in his best interest to accept the offer. He refused that, and that offer was for 20 years with a mandatory minimum. He still has an offer today for 25 years mandatory minimum, and I've discussed it with him briefly over here in the box, and he's told me that he doesn't wish to do that. But considering the fact,
Your Honor, this man ain't even helped me in my defense. None of that.
Mr. McCarty, I told you I'd give you an opportunity to
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
finish.
What I was going to say, Your Honor, is considering, I've explained to him that his exposure is in the 3365, the attempted murder case is a life sentence, in that he's further exposed in the 2756 case on the tampering to an additional 30 years, since it was a tampering with the underlying case being a first degree. So I've explained to him his exposure. I've given him my advice. I've told him what I think is best for him. And he, as is his right, he's choosing not to do that. But I did want that on the record so that there was no confusion later on about whether or not I had informed him of the offers and how I advised him and that sort of thing. So,
Your Honor, my intention is to revoke those offers today, and I plan on moving forward next week. One thing that Mr. Williams mentioned, yesterday I filed the HBFO notice, which actually extends his exposure in the tampering case from 30 years to possible life in that case as well. Okay. So the maximum that Mr. Cromartie faces is 2 life sentences consecutive.
Okay.
I really wasn't aware of that. You hear what he said?
Yes, sir. But
so let me ask you this. Before the judge is going to give you a chance to talk.
Okay.
But in light of the fact that Mr. Sullivan has made this new filing, and now you have your maximum exposure is 2 life sentences, do you wish to reconsider your choices with regard to accepting the offer?
I don't understand. I don't understand. And being that he's representing me, we haven't even worked the defense in this case at all, period.
Okay.
And plus,
let's take one thing. Do you understand that you've been offered 25 years in prison?
I don't understand, sir. Yeah.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer for 25 years in prison.
I don't understand because I'm innocent. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, you've entered a not guilty plea, so there's a presumption that you're innocent, or a presumption you're not guilty. So that, regardless of your claims or the fact that right now we presume you not guilty, you understand the state has offered to let you plead no contest to charges, and it'd be a 25-year sentence. And I believe, what is it? Is it a minimum mandatory 25?
It would be a minimum
mandatory minus the time you served in jail. No, I just need you understand that's the plea offer from the state.
Hell no. I don't understand none of this, what he talking, and it's a conspiracy between these two right here.
Listen, Mr.
Man.
Cromartie, Mr. Cromartie, what do
Man,
you,
I don't understand.
You can practically see his brain freeze when the judge asks whether he understands the 25-year plea deal. It's like he's waiting for his mind to fully load before responding. He seems to believe that if he keeps pretending not to understand, the court will eventually get frustrated and let him go. But that's not how the system works. When someone pulls the "I don't understand" act in court, the judge doesn't ignore it. They order a competency hearing, bringing in professionals to determine whether the person is genuinely confused or just pretending. And if it turns out he's faking, he's only made things worse by wasting the court's time, irritating the judge, and damaging his own case. So what do you think? Is he truly as lost as he claims? Or is this just a desperate and poorly executed strategy? Considering he's facing 2 consecutive life sentences, it's understandable he's
Well, right now,
panicking.
what
But
are you
at
asking
some
for?
point,
I'm asking
you
for
have to
him-
take
him- for him to
responsibility,
be removed off
accept
my
the
Raise your right
20-year
hand to be
deal,
sworn.
and face the consequences of your actions.
I do.
Wait till the oath is done, sir. Do it again, madam.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand again.
Solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I hope you got it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Cromartie, state your name.
Jamel Cromartie.
What are you asking for today, Mr. Cromartie?
This name of this contract does not refer nor identify the male standing in this corporation. I, Jamel Cromartie, being forced to go against my will and my best interest. My right of due process have been impeded upon. Also, my Fourth and Fifth Amendment right have been violated. I invoke my rights of the Constitution to protect me and my best interest. I invoke my Fifth Amendment.
Okay. All right, then you vote the Fifth Amendment right, so you're not asking to testify. What are you asking me to do?
First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
Listen. What are you asking me to do today, Mr.
You
Cromartie?
saying I don't understand.
Mr.
just don't
Cromartie,
understand.
what are you asking me today? I'm gonna give you
No,
one
I
more
don't
chance.
need him on my case.
Okay, are you at, listen, what are you asking me to
Or
do?
this one right here. This one, both them two right there.
Okay.
I got some that's conspiracy on what they trying to do.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Continue my trial.
No,
Till I
sir,
get-
motion denied. What are you asking me to do? What are you asking me to do, Mr. Cromartie?
A fair trial.
All right now, you're gonna get a fair trial. Is there anything you're asking me to do right now?
I'm saying I don't need them on my case.
What are you asking me to remove them?
Yes, sir.
And then are you gonna represent yourself or are you gonna hire another attorney?
I'd rather represent myself to get an attorney.
You already sworn in, so state your name again.
Jamel Cromartie, sir.
Mr. Cromartie, you're asking to represent yourself next week, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Do you understand you've been offered a 25-year plea deal?
Yes, sir.
And when you said before you didn't understand that, you were not being truthful with the court, is that correct?
I mean, I'm saying yes, sir, to say yes, sir. I'm guessing you agreeing with me. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you a question. So you don't understand that, is that correct?
Understand what?
That you have been offered 25 years in prison if you pled no contest and that would settle your cases. Do you understand that?
I don't know how to answer that.
You're going to have to answer my questions if you want to represent yourself, sir. If not, I'm not going to find you competent to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you've been offered 25 years in prison? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you said before you didn't understand that you were not being truthful with the court, is that
It's a
correct?
lot that's going on that I don't understand.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
You were not being truthful with the court. Is that correct?
I'm not gonna say I'm being truthful.
When you
I
said
don't understand.
you don't understand.
You got to talk to me in a level where I got to
Yes, sir. I'm
understand.
talking to you. I'm talking to you at the same level.
But some of it I don't understand because there's some shit.
So you
that's
don't
going on.
you don't understand what's going on?
Half of it I don't.
How far did you get in school?
9th grade,
And you read and write?
barely. I could barely spell.
Okay. And you understand if you represented yourself, you'd have to do everything a lawyer
I'm gonna
did.
do what I can that I've been trying to do.
Do you understand you'd have to do
I do
everything?
better than him.
Listen to me. If you want to represent yourself, you're going to answer these questions. If not, I can't allow you to represent yourself. So,
I ain't trying to make a fool of myself, but Yana, I don't need them two on my case.
okay. You can barely read and write. Is that correct?
I learned.
You gonna pick a jury?
I honestly can't figure out whether this guy is being serious or delivering the worst performance of his life. On one hand, it's possible he genuinely struggles to read and write. But on the other, It really feels like he's pretending to be confused to dodge responsibility. I have to say, though, I'm impressed with how the judge is handling him. There's no patience for the nonsense, no falling for the act, just firm control of the courtroom. Watching this sovereign citizen get cornered legally is almost comical. That said, courts don't simply take someone at their word if they suddenly claim they can't read. If literacy is truly an issue, they'll order evaluations, appoint an attorney, or have documents read aloud. What they won't do is dismiss the case just because someone claims not to understand the words. So what do you think? Is he genuinely struggling, or is he fully committed to this misguided strategy? Personally, I'm not convinced it's an act, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. That jury trial is likely to end badly for him. He seems to be heading straight toward his own downfall. Don't worry, though, I'll share the second hearing as soon as I find it, because it's even more intense. In the next hearing, we see a defendant who keeps arguing about his bond, even though he was already granted one, released, and then allegedly committed another offense. Let me know what you thought about the first hearing, and now let's move on to the next one.
Yes, sir. Address your case also, the one you're representing yourself. Also.
Right. Yes, sir. On that case,
That's for the record. That's 23 CF 204.
yeah. Well, I got a couple motions I want to file on that one, but
Okay.
about that case, so can I ask why am I being held without bond?
Sir, before we've gone over that, I revoked your bond, I believe, in the K2 case numbers because of the arrest. So I think we've already adjudicated that and litigated that. I'm gonna litigate it, but that's why you're being held without bond.
I mean, is there a reason though, sir? Like,
Yes, sir,
reason
because
being held without bond?
yes, because you were out on bond and you picked up another charge.
But I'm innocent on that charge, Mr. Clark. I got the evidence.
Absolutely, you're presumed innocent on all the charges. So I assume you're not admitting that you're guilty on the two charges that you're out on bond on. You're presumed innocent on all three of the charges.
Can I ask that the state has filed a motion to hold me without bond, Mr. Clark?
No, sir. I believe the court, and I may be wrong. I may have done it on my own motion.
You had a hearing in February, I believe it was February 24th, and then you addressed it also at our last hearing on October the 17th.
There was an order of revocation of release, and that was done by the first appearance judge on January 18th. So that judge held a hearing and revoked your bond, or issued basically a warrant and held you without bond. So that, and I upheld that.
I understand, sir, but it's been since January. Is there a reason why you feel like I need to be held without bond?
Yes, sir, because you picked up another charge while you were out on bond.
Well, Mr. Clark, I'm just speaking real quick.
Go ahead, do it quick. I've already addressed that. I don't have to make it any plainer for you.
Have a little patience with me, sir. I understand that's judges. They should be patient with their client, with litigants.
Well, I'm as patient as you. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to treat you just like a lawyer. And I'm treating you just like a lawyer. And when a lawyer goes to repeating themselves or re-litigating something that's already been litigated, I give them very little short leash. And that's basically what I've done to you. I've addressed that so many times. I'm not prepared to address it again today. So if you want to talk about something else, let's move on. But I'm not going to reinstate your bond today. Okay?
See what I mean? This guy just will not stop talking. Does he really think that if he complains long enough, the judge will give him a bond out of sheer frustration? It doesn't work like that. Bonds aren't freebies you get just because you ask. They're a privilege, not an automatic right. Judges consider factors like your criminal history, the seriousness of the charges, and whether you followed the conditions the last time you were released, which he clearly didn't. So it's not surprising he isn't being granted bond again. Maybe it's a controversial opinion, but avoiding new crimes in the first place seems like the obvious solution. What do you think about him so far? Let's jump back in.
Innocent on.
Listen, I just want to say this one thing, Mr. Clark. One thing, but we can move on to the next thing. Okay. What makes me different from the person that you released last month?
I don't know.
I picked up a driving on suspended license charge.
I got no idea.
He had battery on the police officer.
Listen to me. I'm not going to compare you to other.
Battery on a police officer. And you
I'm
just
not
said
going to compare you to other cases right now because I can't remember. It's not fair to me. I don't know why I did what I did.
I've been in jail. This case been going
Let's
on.
move on. I've answered your question. What else is there? Go ahead.
Sitting in jail for 3 years, Mr.
I
Clark.
understand, but tell me what else. No, you ain't sat in jail for 3 years. This was the
Yeah, for a
January
few
20.
months when I caught that BS charge, but I got
can't
a
help
total
that.
time before 3
Let's go.
years in jail.
Let's go. What else we need to do?
Set me up for a bond here.
Okay, December 19th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, wait a minute. I ain't done yet. I still got some motions I want to file.
Okay, you can file them. Now, have you got copies for the state?
Yeah, I got copies for the state.
Okay,
too.
you need to provide I guess it's Mr. Ferrer.
Oh yeah. What about on my new case? Okay, on my new case. No. I never had a driver's license, right, in my life. And the fact that I'm charged with a felony is wrong. It's because driving without a valid driver's license is a misdemeanor, even if you are habitualized.
Hey, you need to file a motion.
Well, I got the motions ready right here.
We'll file it.
Okay, I'm about to file it. But my thing is, if it's already on the court's attention that the information that was filed on me was wrong, that's a fundamental error.
That's
impossible to
this
charge
is
me with
unsworn
it.
testimony. I got no idea, but file your motion. And we've got everything. We'll set.
We already been through that because I'm a charge before, on my case before you already corrected that charge. So why is
Listen to me. I'm not arguing with you. This is a pretrial. I'll set your motions for December 19th. If you want to file your motions now and get everybody ready.
Right now, I'm filing. Okay. What about my oh yeah, back to the representation thing that we had.
Okay.
Okay. I have a copy of my transcripts.
Yes, sir.
And you said that I expressly requested counsel. I got a copy of my transcripts to prove that that's not true.
Okay. Well, you on what case?
On my 23 case, I got a copy.
You represent yourself on that.
No, but you made me redo it. I had you denied all my motions.
What is your relief? What relief are you asking?
My
for?
relief is that I want my motions to be heard that was denied.
December
under Booker
19th.
versus State.
Look, we're gonna set pre-trials for January 18th.
Listen,
Listen, Mr. McCoy, you're hearing this over with today. I've listened to everything I'm gonna listen to. We'll set your motions. If you want to file them right now, give the state their copies December 19th at 9 o'clock for the motion. I'm assuming it's a motion to reinstate bond. It may be a motion to
it's a motion for
dismiss.
Motion to discharge and the motion for notice.
All right, file them and we'll set it for December 19th. We're gonna set we're gonna set everything for January 18th.
Let me get my motions ready. I ain't ready to be pulled out yet. I got to get a state.
No, sir, that you can hand it to them, but this is you're hearing over with today.
I can't get them my motions.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with it.
All right, I gotta get them ready.
You just let Mr. Devontae McCoy sit in the courtroom and get his paperwork ready and let him file his motions and give his copies to the state.
I hope that hearing didn't cost you too many brain cells. If it did, I apologize. Some people seem completely disconnected from reality, and in both of these hearings, that was pretty obvious. It felt like watching a slow-motion train wreck. Every time you think they can't make a worse choice, they somehow manage to double down. I guess that's part of what makes it so captivating, watching them dig themselves deeper while we sit back and observe. But honestly, the entire situation was chaotic, and it's hard to understand how anyone could watch those hearings and believe they had everything under control. The law is fairly straightforward, yet these individuals only made things more difficult for themselves. If there's one takeaway, it's that pretending to be clueless in court doesn't lead anywhere, no matter how much someone argues or complains. Let me know your thoughts on these hearings. I'm especially curious about your opinion on the first defendant, since he's facing 2 consecutive life sentences. As I mentioned earlier, I'll try to find and post the follow-up hearing if I can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.